I think we're live
Here we
on
go.
this Monday, September 11th.
Is that Jeff up in the corner?
Yep.
It is.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you?
Good. How are things looking in Viroqua?
Oh, we got the track looking pretty good. If we can keep it where we want it now.
All right. When does the fair start? Does it start on Tuesday or Wednesday?
The ride's open on Wednesday night. Wednesday's the entry date for everybody. So Wednesday things start getting going. So.
Okay. Do you what other grandstand entertainment do they do at your fair, Jeff?
We got tractor pulls Thursday and Friday night, demolition derby Saturday night, horse pulling on Saturday afternoon, and then they have harness racing on Sunday.
Okay. Get a pretty good turnout for all that stuff, do you?
Yeah, I think the demolition derby's real big, and the tractor pulls are bigger than they used to be. They used to do a 2-night demolition derby, but now we get old junker cars are harder to find, so we got 2 nights of tractor pulling now. So
Right. Do you guys have to compete against the high school football game in town sometimes on Friday nights too, don't you?
yeah, Westby and Viroqua seems like they'll play on Friday nights, but that hasn't hurt the attendance real bad. We've been really happy with the attendance on the Badger State polls on Friday night. We've had some good weather and good turnouts. So
yeah, looks like a good week this week too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like, I guess, the 70s and sunshine from the sounds of it. So
yeah, how many years have you been helping with the tractor puller in Viroqua, Jeff?
Oh, on and off for quite a few years. I grew up down at Reedstown, so since I was old enough to be up here, I've been up here helping. Years ago, the poll used to be on Sunday afternoon on Blacktop when the fair was over, and it's come a long way since then. So
yeah, I pulled on Blacktop one time in my life. That was enough of that.
yeah, we
It's
did
a Western Wisconsin thing.
Yeah,
a few years ago when we were on the opposite end of the weather spectrum and we're too wet, we actually did have a pull on the Blacktop here one night. So we used it as a backup plan, but I'm pretty sure that the Blacktop track will be coming out here pretty soon. That won't be an option anymore. So
right. Well, you guys have a track just for Blacktop pulling?
Yeah, the old original Blacktop track is right here beside the dirt track. So.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Does it stand up to like bigger tractors and stuff on there? They don't tear it up, or?
Oh, in the old days, they used to pull up some pretty good sized tractors. It's getting a little crumbly now. I actually hit it with a disc last night a little bit and kind of took care of the side of it a little bit. So.
All right. What? Whose sled do we have tomorrow or Friday night in Viroqua?
Johnny Peterson. So
Johnny Sled, that's good to have him. We haven't seen him much this summer. I don't know why it worked out that way, but he was busy, or everybody thinks you can just hire whatever sled you want, but that it's you got guys going in every direction.
Yeah. Well, Johnny grew up outside of Viroqua here. I know he likes coming to Viroqua. He's treated us good over the years, so he's been here for years. So
yeah, good. I like pulling his sled too. So got 9,500 limited pros, 9,500 hot farms, 9,300 super farm, and 78-pound pro stock diesel trucks there Saturday or Friday night.
Yep, the same classes we've had since you've been here. Seems to be a good fit for us.
Yep. That usually shows over by 10 o'clock, starts at 7, I think, right?
Yep, we start at 7, and you know how we try to run them through up here and try to be out.
Yeah. Did I lose Jeff, or did you guys lose me?
No, looks like Jeff. It's possible. Are you at the fairgrounds right now, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm actually sitting in the tractor on the track. We're working on the track tonight. We just dissed it, and we're going to hit it with some water again. So.
Yeah,
I know the cell service there could be kind of spotty at the fairgrounds.
The fair board was nice and gave me their Wi-Fi password. So.
Yeah, you hooked up pretty good.
No, it's a juggling trick here on this water thing this year. Let me tell you, I don't know. It's the other night we thought we had too much in it. Now tonight we're about right. So.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not hot and dry and windy and drying it out faster than you can put it in.
Yeah, that was a problem when we wanted to start. You dump it on and it was about dried out before you could get off the tractor last week, and it was 100 and blowing. So we took some aggressive steps there one night, and we got some moisture in there now. So
yeah, That's good. How many guys you have helping you build the track there?
Me and Todd Vestbach are working on it, and then our family. Jeff Fortney passed away. He was the big push on this, but me and Todd have been helping Jeff for years, and hopefully we can come up with the same results that he did on this track. So
it's always been a pretty good track. I didn't get there every year, but I got there the last couple of years with the boys and their tractor. So we're hoping we can make it. We're still chopping corn sides like crazy, probably just like everybody else around you too, huh?
Yeah, it's really ever since you've been up here, everybody's running pretty hard.
Yeah, we're lucky we got her done when we did, huh?
Yeah, I'm happy that we got done when we did because things are really drying down. So
yeah. Well, they're drying down around here too a little bit. Yep. So, what else you got going on? For how many? Who do you have for major sponsors there in your at your fair for your tractor pull, Jeff?
The main for the tractor pull end of it, we have a Clucker's Repair, O'Reilly Auto, Jason Fortney and Sons Trucking, Citizens First Bank, the Insurance Center, Don over at Hillsborough Equipment, Tractor Central, Signs by Sean, Premier Co-op, Kevin Larson with Pioneer Seeds outside of town here, People State Bank, Vitera Grain and Prairie du Chien, Salem Ridge Flooring, Skyline Diesel, Vestbach Oil and Propane, and Fire Septic Service are the main tractor pull sponsors.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like you got plenty of them. A lot of help that makes it goes a long way, don't it?
Yeah. It's harder to get sponsors. You know that. There's the same family owns all 3 car dealerships now, so and you can't go hit up 3 car dealerships anymore. There's one, and a lot of combining of businesses like that. So, and then a lot of people are asking for stuff, and we're late in the year, so we really appreciate our sponsors. So,
right, you got to treat them right and show them around. One thing, Jeff, we ask some guy, when we have people on the show here, we ask them if you had a chance to drive any tractor or truck in the country, without having to pay any bills or fixing it, what would you like to drive?
Oh, I got asked that once before, and the answer is going to be the same. I'd like to drive Mike and Ann Lenahan's old tractor, Green Power.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen Ann for a while yet. I should give her a call. How's she doing?
Ann's doing good. I think I haven't talked to Bill. Bill DeLuge bought that tractor, and the last I talked to him, he was going to try to come down for the Vernon County Fair and for Monroe. I haven't. Well, how everybody's been busy, but the last I heard, it's a possibility he'll be here Friday night. So
that'd be neat. Hopefully, she brings Ann along.
What's that?
Hopefully, he brings Ann along.
Yeah, Ann's planning on being here. Ann, I talked to her here a week or so ago. She's coming down to the fair here, and she said she probably head down to Monroe to see some friends. So
okay, perfect.
It sounds like Billy Deluge and them. They'll be bringing it down with their hot farm tractors as well. From what I heard from
those guys
week.
they usually try to get down here. They're some pretty good guys. So.
Yeah, you probably end up with 18.
Like I said, I've been busy. I haven't talked to them. I know they were planning on bringing some. So
you get some of the ECI guys or Iowa guys come over and pull in the hot farm class with you guys there, don't they?
And the UPM tractors.
That's about the fair here. Where NTPA, they're all done. ECI's done. A lot of those guys want to go hook one more time. So that's always been the thing here at the Vernon County Fair, being a late pull. A lot of Tri-State's done. So we usually get some other guys from other organizations that like to come hook with Badger State. So
get one more hook in before the year's over.
Yep.
And it kind of helps this year with the Monroe moving up a weekend. A lot of them can hit back-to-back nights this year.
Yeah. That makes it nicer. But the Monroe thing moves up. They have that cheese days. I we'll talk to Mark here in a little bit, but they won't let him have the tractor pull on top of that. So I'm sure next month we'll be back later again.
Yeah. Well, that was what was it? Wheatland, Missouri was always the day after the fair, so that always hurt some of the guys running Champions Tour to come to the fair. So hopefully some of the Super Farm guys will come up this year. So a few more of them.
I think you'll have a few of them.
Yeah, PPL's done this year already. They ended last month, the way that their schedule fell.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to that. Who did what's his name win the Super Farm again?
Yeah, Josh Miley is now a three-peat champion, right?
Yeah.
Three? Yeah,
Yep.
three-peat.
Yep. Would it is Chuck get in second place then?
I
Second.
I don't know off the top of my head. But I'm sure he was top five for sure.
Yeah.
Along with Brian Barman. I think he was up there too.
Yeah.
'Cause I know he got a couple wins as well this summer,
Yep.
early on.
Did you what you used to pull too? What did you pull?
Yeah, we had a 466 hot farm. It's waiting on. It's going to be a super farm, but like everybody else, waiting for parts.
Yeah. Parts don't get any cheaper these days, do they?
No.
I can't believe what crankshafts have done. We
Yeah.
have to, I like to sell mine every few years and buy something different. I don't want to run it till it's junk, and man, the boot money is about what it costs to buy one, what it used to cost to buy one.
Yeah. Crankshafts seem to be a real big problem this year. Let's just say that. So.
Yep. Other parts too around farming too, but these are the ones we'll talk about on this show.
Yeah. Whoever you talk to, it seems to be a common theme: crankshafts. So.
Right. Crankshaft and pistons and whatever turbos anymore. But crankshafts are hard. Southern Illinois, I think, is only going to make a few of them anymore. I think some guys are getting them from a place in California now, the way it sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see where they come from. But you got anything, Ryan, you want to ask Jeff?
I just know, Viroqua is always a great track. The competitors, that I talk to really enjoy pulling on Viroqua's track, and you guys have done a great job like the last couple of years since Badger State's been up there, and it's really nice to kind of have one for me a little bit closer on that side of the state because we don't get that far, that part of the state very often, so it's kind of nice to have a Badger State show in that area.
Yeah, we don't get west very often as far as, Dubuque and a couple of them, around there, and
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Not very
the
close to
Fair Board
lacrosse, I
seems to
should
be
say.
happy, so if we can keep the Fair Board happy and keep getting you back, that's what we want to do. Like I said, we don't mind putting the farm pole on Thursday night for all the local people, but it's nice to have you guys come on Friday night and we can just take care of the track and let you guys worry about the politics.
Right. Well, let's just hopefully the gate pays for it and we're, they're happy. That's all we can try to do, right?
Yeah. Well, they keep having you back. I didn't have to argue with them this year. They just went and got you back. So they must be happy. So there was no argument this year. So usually, well, when you guys got here, it was Mike Lenahan, and you guys wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Mike. Mike came to me one day and said, "What do we need to do to get Badger State into Viroqua?" And he pushed to get it, and me and Mike probably wrote out some pretty good sized checks that year to get it started, and it worked out. And they keep having you back, so I'm glad it worked out. But the reason the Badger State here is because of Mike.
Well, Mike and you, the way it sounds, right? Hopefully keeps up. We're gonna miss Mike. I know that, right? It's been, seeing him around, but hopefully the tractor's around and Ann keeps coming to the polls or comes a little more often. I only seen her once this year, and I didn't get a chance to go talk to her. So.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Ann will be here, and hopefully the pulling tractor's here. I ended up buying Mike's 4020, and my son Brandon bought his 3010, so we got both of those here to work the track. So.
Okay, perfect.
So we're looking for a good Friday, and I think the track's going to be good. I'm happy looking at it right now, and it's like I said, this weather this year, I don't know if it's harder to build a pulling tractor in a wet year or a dry year. I know we're up over 30,000 gallons of water on the track and around the track, and I told the guys, I said, we need a water beside the track this year, not only down the track, because I said it's going to suck at every which direction, I'm afraid, and it has been. So.
And it does. I mean, I think it's harder in a dry year to build a track, just because rain works way better than water. You can dump into it, I think.
Yeah, well, in the middle of August, we came up and subsoiled it because it was so hard, hoping that it would rain and soak in. Well, we haven't had any rain since we tried the subsoil trick, and now we're to running water. And I still think the best thing on a power track, you got to have that water come up when you start pulling. You need the water, the moisture down and pull it back up. So
Yep.
that's what we're trying to do. So
as soon as the sun goes down, it'll come back up. Generally, you got pretty good dirt. You're not on sand though, or there where the track is. It's pretty good dirt all around it, isn't it?
It's pretty good dirt all around it. So
yeah. See, we run it in our sand everywhere. So it sucks the moisture right out of everything.
Yeah.
It helps being on top of a ridge.
Yeah.
Versus down in the valley like you are.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, that's all I've got for you, Jeff. Unless you got something else you want to let us know, or what's going on special, or anything like that.
What time do the gates open up Friday night, Jeff?
I don't know what time that they open. I suppose we start at 7. They'll probably be out at 6, 5:36. I guess I haven't asked the fair board dad. Any pullers are coming. We're underneath all kinds of road construction up here, and they're give yourselves a little extra time. They switched to Viroqua. They had some big idea. They went from 4 lanes through part of town down to 2 lanes. So the traffic's a real cluster. If you're coming from the south, it's not bad to get into the fairgrounds. If you're coming from the north, it'll be a little bit of a challenge getting in, but it's just give yourselves a little extra time. We'll try to have someone here helping you get parked. So
yeah. Okay. Well, did you see the messenger? I think it was Monty Montgomery wants to drive one of my tractors up and down the track a couple times.
Yeah, maybe we could do a fundraiser, huh?
Right off. Yeah.
I had to bribe my banker. He's coming to drive it Thursday night, so I had to give the banker a little bribe. I told him he could drive it. He's a old John Deere guy, so
right. You got to have them guys on board with you too, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I guess we'll let you get back to working on the track and making it good. And I'm hoping to see you Friday night. Hopefully I can make it up there with the boys. And I think we have a pickup truck there somewhere.
Yeah, you got a pickup sitting at my place. We need to get back. So either that or we'll have to start using it, I guess. So I don't know. Like I said, I think it's going to be a good track. I'm happy the way it's looking, and I hope everybody comes up, and I hope they're not disappointed. Looking forward to seeing some of the guys again. We haven't made it to hardly any polls. Like you said, once you go pulling, you make a lot of friends. It's nice to see them once in a while. So
it is. It's a big family you miss when you don't get to be around them.
Yeah. As I say, it's not so much the pulling. That's pretty much a waste of money, but you get to meet a lot of really good people and a lot of good people. So
right, and I think it helps businesses, to know, because we're all in the same business and field or whatever you want to say, and I really think you make good business connections through it too.
Yeah, very much so. Yes, very much so. I mean, it helps. Like you said, you get to know people and they got different ideas, or, like you said, parts and stuff are hard to get now, or you find someone that knows someone that has something, and it's a good bunch of people. So,
Yep. And we all do the same thing. So, all right, Jeff, I guess we're going to move on, and we have Mark Hawthorne next. So appreciate
all right.
We'll see you Friday, Jeff.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. We'll get to hauling some water then. So.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you. Bye. So getting Mark on here a little bit.
He hasn't jumped on yet, so we're kind of.
I don't know what time Jason told him, but
it was.
He's probably having technical difficulties knowing Mark.
Right.
Probably.
So tell us a little bit about your summer, Mackenzie. How you've been busy?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been bouncing all around the country. I just got back from Buckner, Missouri last night. Yep, and I'm going out to Bedford on Friday, and I'll be in Viroqua Thursday night for that truck pull.
Okay.
And, yeah.
What's the furthest place you went this summer, Mackenzie, to drive?
The furthest?
Yeah.
It was somewhere in Texas. I don't know.
Somewhere in Texas.
Yeah.
Were you down at White Right?
Yeah, White Right. Yeah, we're going back to Lufkin in mid-October, so, and that's way down there.
Yeah. Well,
it's been a good summer.
what was the biggest event you've been to this summer?
Rock Valley was pretty big.
Rock Valley. That's in Missouri too.
Iowa,
Iowa.
Iowa.
Western Iowa.
Okay, that's Outlaw Pole.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
What else was big? They had good crowds at mostly all of them. Wisner, Nebraska is usually pretty big, but Mother Nature decided to be really hot this year.
yeah.
Yeah, it was dumb, but
Yeah.
that was a good crowd too.
Is that when it was 105 degrees here?
Yes.
That about
Yeah.
killed. I
Yeah,
think
like
I
120 out there.
Yeah, at least. And we started at 4:00, so
Yeah.
it was pretty toasty then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll get Mark on. We'll talk about
Yeah.
his bit and how our
Yeah.
summer.
So last big weekend for Badger Day. It's hard to believe we've made it. It's already here.
Yeah, this summer went fast. It really did.
Mhm.
I've been driving my tractor since July, early July. I don't think the boys.
Oh wow.
I think Saturday night is going to be my first time back in the seat. I forget how to do it.
Mr.
Yeah.
Poltown commenting.
Yeah, Mr. Pulltown Nut, Pulltown USA Campground Parade checking in.
Yeah.
But where's that from?
He'd be Bowling Green, Ohio.
Bowling Green, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he normally checks in every week.
Every week, yeah, on all of them.
Yeah.
He's one of those, what do you call them? Major.
He's a
diehard fan, yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there, but it's always the same weekend as our hometown poll here. So,
oh, yeah.
Saucon Prairie Prairie's always the same week.
Yeah. Now we have 4 polls that week too.
Right. Like Monica, Beaver Dam, and Lancaster.
Oh, yeah. Super, yeah. He says super fan.
Super
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, super fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything exciting happen on your guys' this season?
Nothing crazy that I can think about. What do you think, Ryan? Been a good year.
Yeah, I'd say we've been pretty lucky. We've only had one technically rain out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Baraboo.
I mean, Baraboo we got started, but then had to cancel.
Right.
Mhm.
We got rained out in Maysville the last 3 or 4 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a good year. That was a good track.
Did we have a full rain out before the event even started?
I don't think
Not that I can. It's been pretty dry, so.
there hasn't been much rain. We don't have to worry about that.
I'm not sure who's commenting this, but I don't know about that. That's very kind, but
Yeah, the real leader.
yeah.
Joel's sleeping somewhere probably. Where's he at?
He's at Key West. He's probably jumped ship and went to Cuba.
He might.
Probably.
No, he's in Cuba.
But yeah.
I think we got plans to Key West this winter ourselves. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he goes in September apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
my brother,
Honestly, he forgot about it until like a month ago.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I know.
he's busy pulling.
Yeah.
Shirts, all that stuff this year. For beer month.
I guess as we're waiting for Mark, Monroe will be another busy day. I think we got 8 classes lined up,
There he
starting at
is.
noon, and a couple. Oh, he must have finally figured out technology.
It took a little bit.
We were only saying good things about you, Mark.
It was supposed to automatically come up.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Lumbilo or what does that say? Where is
McDonald family with the red mule.
okay? I don't know who that is.
Well, we are in Viroqua, Wisconsin, and then we're going to be talking about Monroe, Wisconsin, and the Greene County Fall Nationals coming up this Saturday.
Right.
We got Mark Hawthorne on.
Yep, the promoter of the Greene County Fall Nationals. How you doing, Mark?
Not too bad.
Good. What you got going special this year? Working on the track already? Getting some water in it, or how's it going?
Yeah. That started about 8 days ago.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to have the natural rain, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, we were just talking to Jeff Barr, and he said he's over 30,000 gallons on the track already since.
I can believe that. I talked to Dad, but I think it's almost over 20 already.
Right, you get a few more on all week, I would think, right?
Yeah, it's starting to. He's down there, checking morning and night, and it's starting to be where you don't have to put too much on, a little sprinkle, and so
Just to maintain it. Well, at least it ain't hot and windy like it was. That sucks the more moisture right out of it.
right, give it a little time to get down deep, and
Yep. So hopefully it comes back up.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I suppose with it being pretty cool now at night, you do get that dew.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Right.
Being in what we're supposed to be down in the 40s Thursday morning.
Yeah, a little cooler. That helps too.
that'll help. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And of course it looks like weather-wise this weekend, it's going to be like spot on.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. 70,
Yep.
77 and low like 53 or whatever. So yeah, that
not humid.
not humid, right?
Right. Mark, how many years have you been doing the Green County Fall Nationals now?
17
17 years already. Because it's
already.
a Farm Technology Days thing, didn't it?
Yeah, that's when it started that year in Albany.
Yeah. And then you guys just kept it going.
Yeah, didn't really plan on it, but I guess it turned into a community event here. So yeah, here we are.
Right. And tell us some of the things that you've helped with. You donate the money back to the community. Is there some major things you've done with it that you'd like to tell everybody about? Or
Oh, it's done so much. We've supplied probably 20 AEDs to communities. We started something with the police department, the Greene County Police Department for autism. We helped them fund all the bracelets. We've helped food pantries, and the biggest thing is we try to help the families that are, in need with hardship. A lot of it has to do with cancers. Hell, I think we've helped 4 or 5 families out with kids under 6 years old that have died, and that's that. When you do something like that, when you got to go to a benefit and donate to a family when a 4-year-old kid died, I mean that sucks. So that's why this event is, put a lot of pride into it, because if anybody had to go do one of these benefits, well, I can't do them because I'm up there bawling like a baby, but somebody's got to do it. So usually I put my mom on it now.
right. Never do it. That's and I've watched. It's harder for men to do. Women usually get through it better than a man does.
Yeah, we're not used to that.
Right.
So no, it's just done a lot. Like I said, I could go on and on of what we've done. We added up the other day, and we're pretty much right around 650,000 that we've given back since day one. So it's been pretty cool.
That is cool. Yep, that's good. Good to hear. Good things happening. Do you have any sponsors you'd like to read off?
We got a bunch of them, but I'll name off our class sponsors because they're the big dogs. I'm not going to read the classes they go with, but Schultz Interstate Ag in Monroe, L&S Truck Service and Towing in Judah, Carousel Grain Baiters in Monroe, Pomps Tire in Monroe, Badger State Ethanol in Monroe, AC McCartney and Durand. They got a bunch of locations in that northern Illinois area. Precision Drive and Control in Monroe, Rocco Family Sausage in Judah, Spike Oil in Broadhead. So actually they sell a lot of the VP that all the pullers are running nowadays. TLC Turner Lawn Care in Monticello, and Sugarwood Power Center in Blair. A lot of those guys have been with us from day one. Our band this year, big sponsors for that. That's Stone Mill Construction in Monroe, Colony Brands, and then the Monroe Lions Club gives us a hand with it too. So that's our big dogs.
Okay. Yep. It's hard to have an event without sponsorship, isn't it?
Yeah, and we got to thank the big radio too. I tell you, without the advertising, as well as I do, what advertising cost, and it makes us easier to do.
Right. What radio station is that? Your
big radio out of Monroe.
Okay.
They're all across southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. I think they got 7 or 8 stations now. AM, FM, rock, country, you name it. So.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. I don't quite get them up in my area here.
Oh, really? Not up there? Okay.
No, they don't reach that far
They don't.
north.
Okay. I know a few places do use them for advertising. I know it's Don Slavic
Yeah.
times, and there's some other places. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, because of their reach down by you guys, because they cover such a big area.
Yep. Yep.
You want to talk about your advanced ticket sales going on right now?
Yeah, so they'll go through this week. We'll probably pull them probably on Friday morning. I know Friday's a big day of people wait to the last minute, but we're not waiting because we can't be putting all this together midnight on Friday. But they'll go through for sure on Friday morning or until 1,500 tickets sell out. I don't really know how they're going or what. But you buy an advance ticket, it's $20 and you're in the drawing for free. Otherwise, it's $20 to the door. You don't need an advance ticket. But if you do, we got $1,000 grand prize. There's $200 cash prizes. There's 43 prizes worth over like $150. So it's just a freebie to everybody that buys this ticket is what it is. So
you get a free your name in the drawing for free then if you buy it.
Yep, correct.
Big,
Yep, a little free gives people a little fun.
You can buy tickets at the pull for the drawing then too or not?
Oh, it's just the advance before the pull. So the day of, it's you're just buying your way in the gate. So it's the ones that buy it before Saturday.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the lineup and the order, what you got going on.
I think me and you kind of
Yep.
got her pretty close to where we want it. Thanks for the help there.
Yep.
Usually nail it pretty close, but we did make a little change. We might make another change. I talked to Greg today.
Did we lose him or
I think he muted himself.
did he? All right.
You there now?
Now,
Are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. I still got to run the business, so my phone keeps ringing. But anyway, I hope.
Get those tires sharpened.
Geez, yeah, end of the year, right? So there might be one change. We're gonna kind of see what some of these class numbers have in it, and if there's one last change, don't be mad at me or Greg. But I think we're gonna be running 540 Light Pro first. Second class will be Super Farms. Third class is going to be diesel, Pro Stock diesel trucks. Fourth class will be Pro Stocks. Fifth class will be Light Limited Super Stocks. Sixth class will be Hot Farms. Seventh class will be 4-1 Limited Pros, and then the 2-wheel drives. So that's kind of the way we're going to go with it right now.
Yep. Maybe hopefully you're over by 7:00 is what the plan is.
Boy, 6:30 be really nice. But you know what? We'll take 7. We're going to play the band right after. But that's why we got rid of a class this year. We want to get things done a little earlier.
You were pretty close last year with the 9 classes, I think, right? We were pretty close. Or were we over?
I think it was kind of 20 to 8. That's just too late.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time sitting there all day long, and it gets a little cooler, and you lose the crowd, and nobody likes pulling in front of empty stands.
Yep. You want the people to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get them through as quick as we can.
Right. What band do you have planned there?
Blue Steel. They're kind of like a Boogie and the Yo-Yos. They play everything. Country, hard country, little rock and roll. They pretty much cover it all. So they're an upcoming band here and starting to be really well known.
Okay. And you, what's the cover to get into that? If you're in the pits, it's free to get in that this year, or what is it?
The band is free. We don't have no cover charge. We don't have no people staying at the gate. We ain't got nothing. Come have a good time.
There you go.
It'll make it a lot easier.
You got that right. Yep.
Mark, one question we like to ask guys when we get them on the show here is if you could drive one tractor or truck or anything in the pulling community and not have to worry about paying a bill to fix it, what would you like to drive? What would be something you would drive?
Huh. That's a good question. And I've heard that asked before, and I never really gave it too much of a thought because it'd really be hard to get off the line green thing.
Right. Happy where you're at, right?
Yeah. I know how to drive that. I'd be scared of getting on somebody else and screwing up.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that in this theory.
It'd probably be something like Foolish Pleasure or something like that that's been around. We've been around all our life with guys like that. So maybe an older family that has been around as long as we have, I guess.
It's a lot of names. You get, the Foolish Pleasure gets a lot of guys saying, "Yeah, that's one I'd like to drive."
Oh, is it okay?
Yep. So
You'll be on the waiting list.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the other one is, what is your favorite event to go to or to pull at or venue?
I really there's a couple of them. I really like Baraboo. Just the setup. I don't know. It's always fun to me going there. So that's one of my favorites. And Darlington's always a good time. I mean, I always go pick mine to where it's just more than just about the pulling. It's the people you're around and stuff like that. And that's kind of my two picks.
Okay. And then what's your favorite sled to pull?
I like Johnny Peterson's. It's kind of a toss up, and we got the two sleds down here, kind of what we like, and we kind of go with what the pullers like too. And Peterson and Iron Horse and the old Mechanical Mule.
Yep.
That's the two of my favorites.
Yep. They're all good ones. We got three good ones here. In our group, we have good sleds. I think for what we do. Bungard sleds. I always think are the best, but it's hard to get them.
If we ran them all, and we've hooked them a few times, and if we could have them all the time, yeah. We'd be pretty happy with that.
Right. That's what most of the guys like. I'm pretty happy. I like hooking something different all the time. It's not more of a challenge to figure out what to do. And I'm usually wrong. So, but
yeah.
Other than that, I don't, Ryan, do you have any more questions for Mark? Or Mark, you want to tell us anything else you got going on there that we might have missed?
The one thing I do want is, are you going to be in Viroqua?
I'm planning on it, unless I have to chop corn silage. Yeah.
Okay. If not, I do want somebody to get to the drivers meeting. I've had a lot of phone calls from guys coming from Viroqua to Monroe that night, Friday night. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're come there, drop their haulers off. We're going to try to have somebody down there and get the row parking going in order.
Yep.
So what I want everybody to know what the drivers meeting is, we'll have that first, hopefully, vehicle parked on the infield. The big hauler is what I call it. The enclosed hauler is where they park in the middle. Tell them to pull in, keep tight, and then drive up front end to front end with the vehicle next to you. Okay.
Yep.
And just make the line. And then the open trailers, that'll be on the east end, and they'll see a couple campers there, and we're going to have some gates set up kind of up against the track. Tell them to start the line coming in that way. Go nose right up to the there's crowd control gates we'll have there, and then just make the line to the east.
Yep.
So that'll be help. Then we won't have to wake somebody up in the morning and move stuff around, and hopefully we can kind of keep it in order.
All right. Well, I'll let them know that, but I can't guarantee results.
Well, we told Gerlachs and a few other guys, so in case you're not there, somebody can kind of speak up, and we'll get it out there somehow.
I'm 99% sure I'm going to be there, but you know how things go in the farming world.
Okay.
But I should be there. I plan on it.
Okay.
I'll be there too.
Well, Ryan, you can take charge then if he's.
I'm sure there'll be quite the convoy coming from Viroqua down to Monroe.
The weekend, the day after, I think that makes a nicer short, weekend. You get it done. And like next year, Mark, you'll be back on a later date because of cheese days, or what are you thinking?
Oh, next 2 years, I think we're in stone because of this leap year.
Okay.
And so next year, cheese days is the third weekend. So we can keep it on this one for the next 2 years right behind Viroqua. So we're going to be good for 2 years. And after that, who knows? Maybe we won't even be doing it no more.
Right.
I think you've been saying that like for what, 17 years now?
I know, but I'm getting old. My mom's getting older, and everybody's getting older, and
We all are.
yep.
Yep.
So
What
it's
what
not really good. I mean, this year you go up 2 weeks and to get off farming, and here we are. Getting
Right.
in the field already.
Well,
But-
what did you tell everybody? You had your parts for your tractor and something got lost in the mail or something. You said.
Yeah.
Why the
So
giant?
the question was for sure Dad to run the full year, and we've had some injector tips ordered for 3 years now, and Hearts had called and said, "Hey, we got your tips done May 1st." So we sent the package out, and they called us May 3rd and asked if we were playing a joke on them, and the box showed up empty with no injectors in it. And so the Ziploc bag and the blue shop towels were still in the box, taped back up but no injectors. It's like, well, who decided they were going to go build a pulling tractor or something. But anyway, we just waited and waited because we thought maybe they could find one, because those are especially, no, you can't go buy injectors for a Deutz, right? So
Right.
Oh, you mean you can't go to Napa for that?
no, really can't go anywhere. So we waited it out. Hopefully they can find one, because they couldn't find the build sheets when these were originally done. So long story short, we've been waiting, and finally we said, well, forget it. And we talked to Lemke here about 3 weeks ago and about tires and something, and he just asked what was going on with the tractor. I told him, he goes, well, get one of those stock ones over here. Let me take a look at it. I'll build those things.
Yeah.
Well, I told Dad, and then, well, that's all it took with Dad. And Dad was over at Lemke's not too long after that. And supposedly Lemke's got them done. They're in Missouri. I don't know where they're at, but I see Dad got the ice buckets in the freezer. So I think he's planning on being there, but it's not how the season was planned in his eyes. I don't know if there's ever been a tractor sitting in the shop all summer long, because the United States Postal Service lost the parts, but here we are.
What's happened? I had a connecting rod get delivered to a neighbor one time, and she wouldn't give it back.
Oh.
Because I was waiting for it, and I called. I had the number for the UPS guy. He says, well, I dropped it off. Oh, I dropped it off your neighbor's house. And she said, no, I didn't get there. Yeah. The guy said, I dropped it off right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the last 2 years we just weren't meant to pull with the fire, before, and now this one. I don't know, but I guess we'll see what next year brings. It's ready. It'll be ready at least. We won't have to work on it all winter.
Right. Won't be wore out.
Right. Yeah. So.
All right.
Bring it to Shipshawana, Mark.
Yeah. Shipshawana.
Yeah, winter time's that's getting a little harder to get away in the winter time. Dad's getting older too, and it's cold, and I don't know. You never know, but the winter stuff for us is not really for us anymore. But
yeah, I'm not a big winter puller either. I'll go with the boys. The boys are young; they're all hungry to do it, but it's a lot of work.
It really is. It takes you a week, to get ready, and you get home, and it's like you're missing so many hours. And it's like, man, for 15-second ride, we can do that all summer,
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But
Well, that's all I've got.
What time will gates open for general admission on Saturday?
pretty much 8:30. All the gates will be open then. So yeah, because we're gonna have the flag salute at 11:45, and then, like I said, noon. Yeah, we'll be rolling like right at noon. No delay.
Yeah.
So, and we're all good. All the Badger State guys are good with being ready and stuff like that. But faster we can get them through, faster we can get done. And
Yep. Everybody likes a fast show.
yep, that's for sure.
Yep.
We plumped through a lot. I mean, that one year, I think that was the record year. I think we had 132 hooks, and we were done in like 7 hours and 10 minutes. It's a long day. We know that. You try to get rid of classes though, and they're like, well, we want to be there. Well, okay. Nobody wants to be first class. Nobody wants to be last.
Right.
Done it for 17 years. I guess everybody's used to it. I've told guys, well, we could do a split show. We could do one at noon and 6. You're still there all day. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Right.
Run
Right.
through. We got a couple things. We got most everybody knows about the 50-50. That's always a big deal down there. We're doing that, raffling off a pallet of Bush Light 7630 packs on that. So somebody's going to go home with a load of beer.
Right. That's all.
So I got a few fun things to get going on that day. And
Yep.
Are you doing like for the can koozies? Are those going to a specific cause this year?
thanks for bringing that up. This year, we're doing the can koozie thing again. So leave everybody's at home. This year we're gonna give it. We're gonna match whatever's brought in the can koozies. Fall National is gonna match it, and then we're gonna give all the donations to the Greene County EMS.
Okay.
So that's this year's cause.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah.
What direction are we pulling? Adam Stevens wants to know.
Well, we're all gonna pull the normal way to the west, but Adam, you can pull to the east if you want.
Right? Yeah.
No, we're gonna go the other way. The Monroe Fair, it worked really good pulling to the west. We want to break that track up a little bit, just so it. What happens with the fair and the Fall Nationals is we start to get that dip at about 250 feet, and by reversing this once in a while, I think it's going to help keep that more consistent between us.
I agree.
So try it.
Walking at the end there, got to make sure.
And it worked for the fair.
Yep.
On their setup, but our setup, we would have to adjust way too much stuff to turn things around, and it just won't work with having 100 and some vehicles there. It doesn't work out very good. So I think it's going to be good for the track though, doing it this way. So we'll give it a whirl and see what happens.
Right.
So hopefully it's like last year and guys can run the left sideline, right sideline. That was one of the first years we could ever do that. Otherwise, you got that center path, you got 1.5 paths, and that's it. So I told Dad, I said, make damn sure we can use sideline to sideline. So
that's always a thing.
Yeah. Well, last year, I mean, even in the pro stock class, like you guys were all over, and it always you guys were close.
Right.
The 4-1s was like that last year too, and usually you guys down there in 4-1s, there's such a broad distance between. There'd be 30 feet. Well, not. That is a draw game then, but.
Yep. If you have a good track, the last guy might win it, if it's his fair track, but that's something hard to get.
And it's happened, right? It's hard to get nowadays with the power being made. It's hard to get. We all know that.
Yeah.
But do what we can do, and we get each year down here with the fair. We're working back and forth. It's been pretty good. So I mean, we're getting things taken care of on both ends of planting stuff in it, getting manure hauled in, and I think down the road it's going to get better and better.
Yep. That's the thing. We have all the guys, every track, everywhere we're pushing is everybody do what you can, make it better. Do, plant something in it, spread manure on it, do whatever.
Yep.
Mixing it.
Yeah, it really helps. We got a guy that works for Helena down here that knows soil and. Getting bacteria in it, and he can use all this. You know a hell of a lot more than I do when it comes to soil, but he's using all these big terms. I'm like, yeah. Makes sense. So,
yep.
Well, else just do what they do the best they can, and there's sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I guess all our pullers we understand that can happen too. So,
yep. If it was easy, everybody do it.
Yeah, they should try it once.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for coming on, Mark, and we'll see you Saturday.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank you,
guys. See you.
See you, Mark.
Yep. Hey, to end the show here, I don't have a whole lot more to you, Ryan.
Well, all I know is Aaron Rodgers got injured and had to get walked off the field.
Okay.
So, and the Bears still suck.
We still need our 60 first. So, but other than that, I want to thank Ed Casper, Mike Casper,
Going to Lagos for the
Matt,
festival?
Matt Casper, trip down.
We're gonna try live stream that.
Everybody, we'll be out next week.
Sounds good.
That was a lot.
I'm pretty successful with this program.
See you later, everybody. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good week, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.